sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Brady flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Play fake. Mayfield. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
8 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Complete to Eric Ebron.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Now Baker going to keep this himself. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Baker Mayfield, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Panthers 0. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Forced out to his left. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now this time, Brady will throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
First down, Mayfield. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Steelers 7, Panthers nothing.
Best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action. Mayfield. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
From the gun, Mayfield. He gets it left side to Johnson.
Mayfield's
a gain of 6 there on first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 44. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6. And the Steelers first down.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Good.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. McCaffrey.
Number 20.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throw left side complete. That's Schroeder. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
45-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 27, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Mayfield off the play fake. Ebron's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 20. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Steelers 24, Panthers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Shotgun now for Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. On 1st and 10. It's Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Complete to Chase Claypool.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control for.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, Brady. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, on 4th and goal, here's the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Panthers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To throw, Mayfield, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Ferguson escaping the and a big loss here as he's taken down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Rolling to his right. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Dobbins. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. To throw again, Ferguson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Christian McCaffrey.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to go down again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And they will take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, Ken. Continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, it was a great all-around